So, the question is, can you learn geometry with SketchUp? It's a 3D modelling program, right? Well, I reckon you can. So here we've got a sheet of paper with a plan, an elevation and a side elevation of a solid shape or object, if you like. And over here I'll just change my camera to perspective. And over here we have that solid shape modelled up from the plan elevation and the side elevation. And I'd like to show you how to go from this to that. So what I'll do is I'll just hide that out and let's have a look here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that piece of paper, and then I'm going to select that piece of paper that I've got in a group and that piece of paper, and I'm going to rotate it up. So I'll grab my rotate tool, that's not the protractor, that's the rotate tool, and I'll just move it up like that so that it goes on the red, see? And then I'll click on there, click out there, click, and turn it up 90 degrees. Click, I didn't even need to type in 90, it just snapped to it, see? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go spacebar and get my select tool back, and I'm just going to select that one, and I'll rotate that around this way. So I've got it selected, Q for rotate, on the blue, over to that point there, click, click out there, and bring it around. Don't even have to type in 90, it just snapped to it. Alright, click off that so nothing's selected. So now I've got the plan and the elevation and the side elevation sort of where I need it in the 3D space. Alright, now let's start bringing some things to life. The first thing I would do is I would grab my tape measure tool and I would bring the tape measure tool off there, parallel off that, and I would get to the first point I come to, which is that point there on the plan. Where is that point on the elevation? So if I bring it off in the same plane off there and find the cross there, that point is that point. I could also go this way, and it's not always necessary to work with all three plan elevation and side elevation, because all we're looking for is how far above the plan is this point in space. And I've got it on the elevation, but do I have it on the side elevation as well? Yes, that point there is off there, that point there. So you can see that this point, I'll grab my pointer, that point on the plan is that point on the elevation and is that point on the side elevation. So what I will do is I'll grab my line tool, L for line, click on that point, get it going on the blue, hold shift. You can see before I even started this that I can see the 3 points. So now it's on the blue, I can hover on there, it's called inferencing. I can hover on there. Up here it's saying 672. If I hover on there, it's saying 674. It's saying exactly the same thing. All right, so I'll just hover on there and go click. That's set that at exactly the right height in space. Okay. Y to delete my guides, and then T for tape measure. Let's get the next point. That was the first one. This will be the second one. And where is that point on the elevation? Well, I'll come across here, and it's that point there, isn't it? It's that point there. So it's as simple as L for line, click, that point there. Wonder what point it is over here. What was that say? 729. Is it? That's not it. That's not it. Is it that one? Must be that one back there. 729. That's the point there. So it's not always obvious, is it? You've got to pull these guidelines across. So there it is there anyway, 7, click. And what I could do, then I've got 2 points up in the air, L for line. Let's just join those up so that that line there on plan is now that line there in real time, in real shape, and it's that line there, is it? Yeah, I think you could see that. I think you can see that. You can't see it because I'm in perspective projection, but you look down on top and you say, oh yeah, I get that. That's okay. And you may even be able to go over here. No, you can't, because it would be a dotted line at the back there between those 2 points, wasn't it? All right. Why? To get rid of the guides. Let's do the next one. T for tape measure. Click out there. That'll be the next one. Where is that over here? It's that one up there. L for line. Click up on the blue. I can see that. Hover on that. Click. And then what can I join up here? I can join, click down to there, can't I? For that line. And I should be able to join, click down to here for that line. And now I've got a shape. How good's that? That works perfectly for me. Works perfectly. All right. Why to get rid of the guidelines? T for tape measure. You got the drift now. I won't, oops, escape. T for tape measure. It's picking up that point. T for tape measure. Come on. Bring a guideline out. Thank you. Which is the next one? That one there. And this one out here. Get the cross. That's that one up there, isn't it? Alpha line. Up there on the blue. Shift. Hold it on the blue. Hover. Click. And then join that one up through there. So that's that line. Y to get rid of the guides. T for tape measure. Which is the next one? This one. Where is it on the elevation? Let's do it the other way. Let's do it this way. Escape. T for tape measure. Oh, why is it picking up? Why won't it bring a guideline out? Sometimes it does this. Drives you insane. That's better. This one here we're looking for now. And where is that on our side elevation? It's that one there, isn't it? Alpha line. Click up and hover on that. That's that. So what have we got now? We've got this line across here and that line across there. Alpha line. Pick up the end point there and that. Click, click. We've got that shape now. That's the red shape, isn't it? Fantastic. Why to delete the guides? I'll go back to working with my elevation, but it doesn't really matter. I hope I've shown you that. Click out there. Did it bring a guideline? No, it didn't. Tape measure has a mind of its own sometimes, drive you insane. Although I don't need a tape measure to do that. Anyway, alpha line. Up there, on the blue, on that, good. And then we can join that up. We can join that up. That's got that. And now this one across here, that's got that. And it should fill in the back too. I'll just select those through there, all those vertical lines. I better not select my elevation. I'll delete those. I'll go camera, parallel, and how about we look down on plan? Why to delete the guides? That's doing it, isn't it? That's doing it. It was perfect. How about we look at the elevation? Perfect. How about we look at the side elevation? Ah, brilliant. Brilliant. How about we give it some colour? We'll go to paint, or paint your paint tool if it's not sitting over here on the side. Mine's sitting over here. I better lock it, otherwise it's going to keep disappearing. Click. Grab my eyedropper and I'll say, how about I do the red? That's the red there, and that's the red there, isn't it? That's it. That's it. That's it. I'll get the yellow. Yellow there. Yellow would be this front one, wouldn't it? It's looking pretty good. The underneath side is that colour there. So I'll grab the eyedropper and just grab it. So that's the underneath side there. What other one we got? Oh, we got blue on this end here. So that looks pretty good. Grab that and colour that. And obviously green over here. Pick it up, colour it. And the last thing you could do, H for hide, you could select it all, right click and make it a group. And then if you did that and you went entity info, you should have a volume. Unhide. Who said you can't do geometry with SketchUp? Fantastic.